Welcome everybody to another exciting edition of Let's Play EVE Online. As always, I'm your host, J Squared John Jeremy, and last we left off, we made an ass of ourselves again in EVE. What can I say? Hey guys, let's find out how long it takes for us to die. Turns out, not that very long at all. This advanced military career seems to be more of a test in how many ships can you blow up. That's about it. Let's go ahead and figure out what the next mission is from Anmon here. I have been recording these episodes one after the other again, so there haven't really been any changes in skills per se. I currently have 63 skills at nearly 1.5 million skill points. Just to give you guys a quick update there. Welcome back, friend. Next up, we're going to show you how to gain a bit of speed advantage on the field. There are two active propulsion modules available to a Capsuleer, Afterburners, and their bigger brother Micro Warp Drives. We're about to teach you how to use Afterburners, but keep in mind that Micro Warp Drives, or MWDs as they're often called, will become available to you later on with the proper training. Although Afterburners won't increase your speed as drastically as Micro Warp Drives, they also don't have as many of the penalties that come with using WMDs. That's very bad, Eve. MWDs. Afterburners use only a moderate amount of capacitor to run and cannot be disabled by warp scramblers, unlike MWDs, which eat up your capacitor quickly and can be shut down by warp scramblers. Afterburners are also much easier to fit to your ship. They use less power grid and less CPU, and you don't have any fitting penalties to worry about. If you're ready, we've got an area that will test your use of Afterburners. It's riddled with dangerous electromagnetic interference that will damage your ship periodically. Your task is to fly through the clouds of EM disturbance and make it to the other side in one piece. Do that, and you'll have demonstrated that you know how to move your ass when needed. Okay. The following item will be granted to you when the mission is accepted. 1 civilian Afterburner. The following rewards will be yours if you complete the mission. 1 skill book of light missiles. Bonus reward of 23,000 ISK. More about Afterburners. Afterburners increase your ship's speed significantly and can help you close range quickly on your enemies. This is particularly useful when you're using short-range weaponry or when you want to tackle them. Afterburners are often referred to as ABS or ABS. Afterburners are easier to train into than micro warp drives, but offer far less of a speed increase. Like MWDs, afterburners come in different sizes according to ship classes. 1 MN afterburners are fitted to frigate-sized ships. 10 MN, or I don't know what MN stands for, afterburners are fitted to cruiser-sized ships, and 100 MN afterburners are fitted to battleship-sized ships. Okay. Good luck out there. Just keep the afterburner going and don't look back. Fantastic. I guess we have to use the civilian afterburner here. Let's just go ahead and add it to the ship. I mean, we can also use the regular afterburner too, I guess. Where'd my, there it is, item hanger. Civilian afterburner. Regular afterburner. Awesome. And let's go. Let's get out of here. Let's get going. I'm excited. So apparently our ship is going to be damaged. There's nothing we can do about it because we're going to go into some dangerous clouds. Is what I understood from that. Let's go ahead and warp to the location in Dead Space. Michael Smithing. I'm new. I have only been playing for a month. Okay, Michael. Hey, there's Paul Muad'Dib. Oh, he's gone already. Paul Muad'Dib X. I'm going to remember that name from now on. Just because. Probably gonna have to use an acceleration gate. Yep. Activate the gate. Alright. Once you enter the next area, you should see an asteroid station. Head to that as quickly as you can. The area surrounding it will be dangerous, but once you make it to the station itself, you will be safe. Okay. So activate afterburners. Basically is what it's telling me. Go to asteroid station. Pronto. Go. Now. Go. Use afterburners. Or use that afterburner. Don't use the civilian one. Alright, this is some awkward music. Turbulent storm hits you doing 33.8 damage. Ah, we'll be fine. I feel like just doing this when I'm doing that. Woo! When I'm listening to this music. Woo! Look at that, we're nearly there already. Should be arriving right about now. Good work. You're done. Report back to me. Fantastic. We're done. Let's get the hell out of here. Me and my damaged ship. Turn that off. Turn on the shield booster thingy. That heals my shields. Good. Turn that off. And we're back to the dock. Quick mission there. Sounds good to me. Hinomoto-san. Pilot, show info. Let's talk to Anmon here. Complete mission. Good work. You made it through the gauntlet alive. You should take a moment to consider all that you've learned so far and how it ties together. No module works in isolation. Warp scramblers, for example, the close-range interdiction modules, don't work well unless you can close in on your enemy, and for that you need an afterburner. Similarly, if you're using a warp disruptor, the long-range variants, you will perhaps want to keep your enemy away from you, so again, afterburners become useful. Dictating range is a crucial aspect of any engagement, but when you are tackling, it becomes particularly important. Yes, it does. Awesome. Let's go ahead and continue with the career. Welcome back, Jonathan Jeremy. For your next assignment, we want to teach you about the unique characteristics of Caldari missile technology. Each race has its own preference when it comes to weapon systems and fighting styles, and understanding our own weapon and battle doctrines will be crucial to your long-term success. We Caldari use missiles, as I'm sure you noticed already. Missiles have a number of important advantages. We can load different missiles for different targets and adapt quickly to any situation, dealing a damage type of our own choosing. All the other racial weaponry locks you into pretty much one type of damage or another. For example, Amara lasers deal EM and thermal. Galente hybrid railguns and blasters deal kinetic and thermal. But Caldari missiles can deal any kind of damage. We've even developed missiles called FOFs that can find targets without you needing a lock on them, which is particularly useful when an enemy compromises your electronic systems. There is a lone pirate lurking not far from here. I want you to fit this civilian light missile launcher and use it to take care of him. We'll be watching to make sure you use it. I'll get you the ammunition for the launcher once you accept the mission. So we have to use this missile launcher, and okay. Caldari weapon systems focus on the use of missiles and hybrid turrets, sometimes a mix of both. Flight time can be a decisive factor in battles. Missiles do not deal damage instantly. Missiles can be intercepted by defender missiles. The longer the flight time, the more easily they are intercepted. Missiles launched at close range, like rockets for example, are near impossible to intercept in time. Frigates can use rockets, light missiles, and defender missiles. Cruisers can use heavy missiles and assault missiles, as well as light missiles through light missile arrays. Battleships can use cruise missiles and torpedoes. Let's accept the mission here. Excellent. Good luck out there. Don't forget to use the weapon I gave you. It's part of the training process. Let's go ahead and fit it to our ship. It's a civilian missile launcher here. Yep. We'll take out this transporter since we won't need it. Let's put in the civilian light missile one. And we'll put in a salvager. And he didn't give me any ammo for it, so I'm going to use some of the Nova rockets we left over. We cannot load rocket into civilian missile launcher. This module needs to be loaded with FOF. What? FOF light missile, defender light missile, And light missile. Well, where is it? And we're back, folks. What happened there was there was no missile at the dead space location, so I went back to the port and found the civilian Scourge missile that we have to use in order for this combat mission. I was planning on actually going ahead and going through the mission without making any edits or cuts, but wasted about a good 6 or 7 minutes there with argumentative banter against nobody. So it's useless. Here we are. Let's lock on target. Head towards the irrigator. How close do we need to be for this? No real saying anything. Alright. Well, we just killed it. Stop my ship. There is the wreck. Nothing in there. But let's go ahead and salvage it. Sweet. I actually got something the first try. Nice. Alright, let's head back to base. I used your damn missile. I have to figure out how much I can record now because I didn't stop the timer on the recording because I just recently made the decision to make some cuts. So now I've got to figure out how much time I have in between these things. Fun times. Fun times indeed. The life of an LPer. How much time do I have? The primary question on any recorder's mind.
Docking request accepted.
Alright, let's go talk to Anmon here. I completed your mission. Excellent work out there. Ideally, you've built a little of your oh, God, I'm just aggravated now. That's why I can't talk. Excellent work out there. Ideally, you've built a little on your understanding of our nation's warfare methods. Just keep in mind that if you prefer one system over another, you can train into it. None of the empires restrict access to their weapons technology. Of course, Caldari weapons work best on Caldari ships, which often give you exclusive bonuses to fitting our weapons. So if you tend to like any other type of weapon system, then chances are you'll want to train or cross-train into that race's starships as well. Cool. Request a new mission. Wow. Alright, that's a lot of text. Good to see you've returned. You're doing well so far, and we're almost through your training, so keep it up. In almost every fleet you will find yourself in, someone will be in charge. These fleet commanders, more commonly known as FCs, are the only voice you should be listening to. Many Capsuleer organizations are extremely strict about this sort of thing, since they can often attribute their success on the battlefield to disciplined pilots who listen to their commanders and obey instructions without question or hesitation. In other words, Jonathan Jeremy, if you want to make it out there as a combat pilot in a large alliance, you'll better get used to taking and following orders. For your next assignment, you will join one of our local anti-piracy fleets as auxiliary support and take your orders from a local Concord fleet commander. They are about to raid a pirate base with hostages present inside. Your job will be explained to you once you arrive at the perimeter of the base. Follow your instructions carefully. The lives of those hostages and the completion of your own training depend upon it. Okay, so we need to find 10 hostages. And we get 16,000 ISK and another 16,000 ISK. We complete the mission in 44 minutes. Let's learn about fleet warfare. Fleet warfare is common in New Eden, and often it is fleet fights that can decide important strategic outcomes, such as who holds sovereignty over a system and can therefore develop it for their own benefit. For many Capsuleer organizations, part of their success on the field comes from what they would call comms discipline. This varies drastically across each organization, but a few things are common to most. Following orders without question, keeping communication channels clear when not relaying intelligence, and, when doing so, reporting intelligence clearly and with only the necessary details. Fleets in EVE must work closely as a single unit in order to be effective. Two common fleet tactics illustrate this point. Focusing fire. Capsuleer fleets fight each other by focusing their fire on a single enemy ship, killing it rapidly, then moving on to the next target in a prioritized fashion. One of the most common and important roles of a fleet commander is both identifying which targets are primary and secondary, and then communicating this information to the rest of the fleet. The success of this tactic depends on more than just the FC identifying the most threatening targets and dispatching them first, though. It relies equally on every member of the fleet paying attention to the targets being called and executing that order without a moment's hesitation. Spider tanking. Well-disciplined Capsuleer fleets can engage other gangs much larger than themselves through the use of a web of remote repairs. When every ship fits a remote repair module, the fleet can repair any ally called primary by the opposing fleet. Each member of the fleet must split his or her focus between attacking hostile targets and repairing friendly vessels under fire, while the FC must coordinate both offensive and defensive tactics, often simultaneously. There are many more examples of proven fleet tactics, such as coordinated tackling on both sides of a single gate, or even the lockdown of an entire system's gate network. In all of these cases and more, fleet discipline is vital. Let's accept the mission. Alright, good luck then. Pay close attention to your orders as they are given. Don't just charge in and start shooting. Interesting. Let's find out what they have in store for us. First, let's get the civilian stuff off the ship. Nonsense. Get out of here. I think I still have my... No? Did I get rid of it? No, I put in a minor. Which is still useless now anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Okay. Well, I guess I could put another salvager. Do 2 salvager stuff at once. Yeah, I'll do that. Salvager. Good. Let's undock from the station. Alrighty. We need to warp to a location in dead space.
Warp drive active.
I'm excited. We're almost done here with all the tutorial missions. We'll see what comes on afterwards. Should be fun, to say the least. Me and my ship. Go, ship, go. Probably another acceleration gate over here. Yep, I was right. Where is it? All the way down there. Wow. Can I activate it from here? Welcome to the fray, Edgar. I've ordered the fleet to hold its ground for the time being, but we're going to send you in to recover the hostages shortly. Move out to the next area where the pirates are. They're expecting a negotiator, but we're sending you instead. You are not to engage unless I give the order. We need to maintain this appearance of peaceful negotiation until the safety of the hostages can be confirmed. Alright, so once we go over there, we cannot fire on any enemy ships until they say so. That's the goal. Alright, good work. In a moment, we're going to request that the pirates relocate the hostages to the prison facility you should see up ahead there, so that we can verify their safety. The moment they've done that, I want you to charge towards that prison and get them out. Do not fire on anyone or anything. Your only objective is the safe rescue of the hostages. Once their recovery is confirmed, we'll deal with these scumbags ourselves. Okay. Move in, rescue the hostages, go, go, go. Alright, I'm going. With my afterburner. Another change in music here. Now they're probably going to fire on me, though. I kind of get that feeling. Maybe. Nope, guess not. They're dumb then. Let's open the cargo of the prison facility. Take the hostages. And get the hell out.
Warp drive active.
So that's the goal of the mission, basically. The goal of the mission was to ensure that you didn't interfere or try and get gung-ho with some weaponry against the enemy ships. Basically, be the pacifist here. I was wondering why they were titling the mission Pacifist, and that's why. Arriving back at the station now.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Wonderful. Let's go ahead and complete the mission. Well done out there. You followed your orders as I hoped you would. There's a lot more to being a competent fleet pilot, of course, but so often it's these simple lessons that are forgotten the fastest. Discipline counts for a great deal. I think we have time for one more mission. Almost there, Jonathan Jeremy. Next up, we're going to return to interdiction tactics again and test your use of a stasis webifier module. When activated on a target ship, the stasis web will encase it in a containment field and slow it down dramatically, usually more than halving its speed. Webs, as they're often called by you capsuleers, are an invaluable module for controlling an enemy's movement on the battlefield. Minmatar engineers have even built entire ship designs that focus on increasing the effectiveness of webifier modules. Controlling range on the battlefield can be a huge advantage. Time to see for yourself, we think. We've chased a pirate down to a nearby hideout, and we want you to interrogate him. You'll need to pin him down first, though. He won't talk unless you show him there's no escape. We'll provide you with a civilian stasis webifier, which will be more than enough to get on top of him. You may want to fit an afterburner, too. Warning, do not get too close to any Concord police vessels inside this area. They may see you as a threat and destroy your ship. Alright? Further information on stasis webifiers. Stasis webifiers are most commonly known as webs. Different webs have different ranges and strengths. The standard range is 10 kilometers, but some rare modules can reach much further. Webs are great for slowing down fast-moving frigates and cruisers. Once slowed, these ships are easier for guns to track, and similarly, missiles used against them will explode closer to the ship, doing more damage. Webs are also vital for slowing down targets before they can reach docking ports at stations or get within jump range of stargates. The slowing effect is gradual, not instant. If moving before being webbed, the ship will carry forward quickly for a while due to its inertia. How much inertia a ship has depends on its speed and mass. Heavy ships that are moving fast will take the longest time to slow down. Stasis webifiers work well in combination with warp scramblers. Both are close-range tackle modules, and using them both on the same target has three effects that can combine to produce a devastating result. The target will be scrambled for 2 points, unable to operate micro warp drives, and its speed will be at least halved. For ships that rely on speed to survive, being webbed and scrambled is a terrible situation. They usually won't come out alive unless they manage to move out of web range rapidly. Not an easy task at half speed and with no micro warp drive. Without a scrambler and only a web, you may find some targets will be able to use their MWD to escape you quickly. Even at half speed, the boost in velocity from an MWD can be significant. In close-range situations where scrambling and webbing is likely or inevitable, many pilots fit their ships with afterburners to help increase their speed and counteract the effects of webs. Unlike the faster MWDs, afterburners cannot be disabled. Okay. Now be careful out there, you hear? Let's go ahead and fit the civilian web stasis thingy again that they keep giving me. And put it on the ship. There you are. And let's go. Hey guys, look, free ISK. That's totally not a good idea right there. Blah 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 blah. Free ISK. Blah 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 blah.
Warp drive active.
Show info on pilot. Member of Science and Trade Institute for less than 1 day. Of course you are. Hey there, Mr. Bot. No. Oh, that brings me back. What's up? Aw, damn it. I clicked on something and now I don't know what was going on. I hit enter when there was a thing that flashed. Shit. Alright, lock. Afterburner. Go get him. And stasis web of fire once we're within range. Go get him. Go, go, go. Gotta be within 10 kilometers. Lots of asteroids around. Feldspar. Hurry up. 4,000 kilometers away. 3,000 kilometers. 2. He's trying to fire at me? Silly man. Or machine. 10. Now. Alright. I'm standing down. I'll cooperate. Just let me live. Good. Doc.
Warp drive active.
He's firing on me still. That's not cooperating. The bastard. Stand down, pilot. Good work. Report back to me when you're ready. Concord can take it from here. And the bastard shot me while I was leaving. Arriving back at Juvelin now.
Docking permission requested.
Got some money for something. Bounty.
Docking request accepted.
Let's talk to Anmon here. Complete mission. Nicely done. You applied just the right amount of firepower necessary, something which can often yield more than outright slaughter. You've almost completed your training with us. Once you're done, we plan to recommend you to our nation's Capsuleer Militia, the State Protectorate. What you have learned from us will be quickly overshadowed by what you could learn while fighting in service to the state. You would be excused for thinking that money would be a more suitable reward, but reputation can matter just as much in New Eden, and so does finding people you can trust, who you can consider a family. To belong to the Protectorate, though, you must prove yourself as a combat pilot. That is what lies ahead, Jonathan Jeremy. Get a combat ship fitted out, and get yourself ready for a fight. Well, we do have a combat ship ready, but we are not ready for a fight just yet. That'll be next time on Let's Play EVE Online. Until then, this is J Square John Jeremy signing out, saying so long, and take care.